2 UAAP men's basketball titles already under his belt, and the third one within reach, Thirdy Ravena has become one of the best collegiate basketball players in the country. Another player who could make that claim is Dave Idelfonso of the NU Bulldogs. So how did Thirdy transform himself to become the best in the UAAP? And how can Dave make himself an MVP? Former UP Maroon Jett Manuel joins us here in the studio. Hello, Jett. Welcome to The Score.
Thanks, Michelle.
We've been watching Thirdy Ravena since season 77. Grabe naging transformation niya. You've been watching him and keeping tabs on him. How did he transform to become the #1 go-to player right now of Ateneo?
Well, like you said, I played against him before when he was in parang medyo younger days pa. And then now, the way he's been playing, I've been covering his games too. So it's just very impressive and how he parang moved this game forward every season. So I think this is one of the players where you see a transformation every season. Is adding something to his game, adding something. So, I think going back to his rookie season, he wasn't really played a lot. But during his second year until now, I think he just added to his game more. He's more versatile now. He can do a lot of things on the floor that he couldn't do before. He's shooting a lot more threes actually than
yung kumpiyansa niya talaga shooting threes. He's getting more touches. He's getting more opportunities. Back-to-back finals MVP, back-to-back champions for him. What can you say really changed with his game before and now na talagang nangingibabaw siya sa UAAP?
I think he's a more complete player. So, he used to do a lot of little things, but I think he's more on focus on scoring. But now he's not really looking for that the scoring title or whatever. He's just focusing on winning, and he's doing the little things. Like I said, he's rebounding a lot better. His averages now I think are a lot better in rebounds and assists. And his scoring has gone lower from last season. So it's impressive for me on how he can get his teammates involved. And instead of scoring, I think it's more of those other things, other attributes that he contributes to the game.
Thirdy Ravena, you've played with him when he was younger, but he was hailed 2019 Best Collegiate Player. Would you go up against him right now again?
Of course I would.
What do you think is the weaknesses in his game that you can pinpoint na kayang-kaya mong bantayan?
It's not really kaya kong bantayan. Siyempre, I'm retired na, so. But I think things he has to improve on. His shooting, he has to be a really reliable three-point shooter. He's shooting a lot more, he has more confidence, but his percentage is, I think right now is 21% from the three-point arc with more attempts. So I think he has to be a little bit more consistent on that end. But, other than that, creating moves or just, simplifying his moves. But he's more comfortable now in the post. But, I think with the system of Ateneo, it's really hard to focus on that scoring punch. I think he's established himself as a very, very capable defender, and he's built his body around that, so it's very impressive.
Speaking of built his body, really his physical appearance, his physical conditioning and shape has really become way more competitive as compared to his rookie years. And does that really help a basketball player on the court?
Of course. I mean, we're both athletes. We know the effect of the physical capabilities to translate to the court. And I think Thirdy, it's hard to explain how his body has transformed. No, grabe. I think he's, PBA-ready body, pro-ready body, and he's really given attention to that. And yes, of course, the blocks that he's doing now, I don't think he could do that before. He was athletic before, but iba yung strength na ngayon. And with that strength, you have confidence in the way you're playing. So that's why I think his rebound stats have improved. The way he's getting to the line a lot more, absorbing contact. So I think talaga nakatulong, to say the least.
Sa tingin mo ba, Jett, may sibling rivalry? Of course, they play different positions, and we know a lot of people say we can't compare, but can Thirdy outscore or maybe outplay his brother if they were both in college?
I think they play different positions. If you ask sibling rivalry, well, I got it from Tita Mozi Ravena directly. Yes, there's a sibling rivalry, of course. Parang natural competitors kasi yung dalawa. They want to show that they can, outdo each other. But they play different positions. Kiefer's more ball-dominant guard. And the system he played in before under Coach Bo and the previous coaches, he had the ball a lot more in his hands so he could create off the dribble. With Coach Tab, I don't think he can dribble a lot. So he's getting the ball in the post. He doesn't play with the ball. he receives it and then creates opportunities for others. And I think, though, defensively, Thirdy is a much more versatile defender. He can defend bigs and guards at the same time.
But he's graduating right now, and another name is set to be big in the UAAP. Even at his sophomore year, Dave Idelfonso is making waves, and he is one of the best scorers of the NU Bulldogs. How can you say has been different from his game last year and this year?
Well, I think his confidence. I think coming into the season, the experience that he gathered from playing internationally really boosted his confidence coming into this UAP season. So he feels like he's a cut above the rest, and his body is prepared now. He's evidently a lot stronger. He can get to the hole a lot more. He's getting more free throws. And the great thing about him is I think he added a little bit more to his bag. That's what we call it, scoring punch. He can do it now. He can shoot threes more consistently. His footwork underneath the paint and the way he's driving to the hole. It's not last year kasi parang bara-bara eh. But now I think he's more strategic with that, and he has the ball. He has the ball and freedom to do so.
Pero grabe kasi nakakagulat. He's just in his sophomore year. But you mentioned his physical shape and conditioning, but a lot more is what's needed to become an MVP. You have to be physically and mentally ready. Does Dave have what it takes this year or maybe in the coming years to be an MVP in the UAE?
Well, you said it actually. I think if he wants to be an MVP candidate or an MVP, it's the mental part. He's young. It's his second year. He's still growing into the game, figuring out the things he can and can't do. And more than that, he has to lead his team to win. So physically, I think he will be ready. I mean, he has the blood in his veins, just like Thirdy, to play basketball. But mentally, I think he needs more experience. He needs to learn how to lead his team more, just like what Thirdy is doing for comparing. And he has to, to learn to win. Right now, the season isn't going very well for the NU Bulldogs, and he's been one of the most consistent providers, almost leading the league in scoring with 16 or 17 points per game and a couple of other stats. But right now, he's just known as a scorer. So if he wants to get to that level, he has to, involve his teammates and get his team going with him.
A lot more things is needed from this young sophomore to be able to bring his whole team. Right now, they're not really facing the best of chances to win the UAAP championship. But it's still early on, and a lot of good insights from you, Jett, as always, and much info and knowledge about all our players, which we always appreciate here in The Score.
Thank you, Michelle.
When we return, the 14 brave women who will represent the Philippines in the 30th SEA Games women's volleyball competition have been named. Two of them, Eliza Valdez and Gia Morado. They will join us here today in the studio to talk about their gold medal campaign. Don't go away.